morning. No, oh goodness, no, I feel like I should just start that over again. Good morning. Oh, y'all. Can't even. Oh my goodness. Good evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy Monday, y'all. Good afternoon, good evening. It's Monday. Monday. And I don't know why I feel like I just have to sit here and be quiet for a second. I do. I don't know why. It's like I need a moment to gather my thoughts, get it together, figure it out. Hi! So, yeah, I don't know why I need to, like, take a moment to be quiet or something. I don't know. Anyway. How y'all doing? April 20th, 2020, 2020. Yes, 2020. Woo, there you go. How y'all doing? Okay, here. Nothing exciting. Same old. We've left the house briefly. It has been a nice weekend though. The husband has worked so much the past couple of weeks, or actually no, few months, and with all the chaos that was going on before this whole coronavirus, and then coronavirus hit, he has been putting in a brutal amount of hours. So his boss was like, we're going to force you to take some time off. And he was like, yeah, okay, whatever, I'll take a day. And they were like, no, you need 2 days. So he took Friday and today. And he does not do well with downtime. He's okay with like Saturday, Sunday. And I've always known that that's not enough for him to kind of, you know, actually like rest and relax. So my goal, and he doesn't do well with just sitting still. He needs like something to do. He can like sit and watch a movie or even play video games for a little while, but after that, I mean, he feels like he needs to be, at the end of the day, he wants to feel like he was productive. So I kind of made it my goal to give him a couple of things to do. I made him a to-do list of things that he's been saying that he's going to do for a while now. And Friday was just kind of a day that he completely vegged out. Whatever he wanted to do, he did. Saturday, we tackled a few projects. Our back door, the little latch on the door was coming off, so we fixed the back door. We have a toilet that is, the seal, the flapper is like disintegrating basically. So he worked on that a little bit. And then we went through his closets and he tried on everything, and we organized and cleaned out his closets and pulled out everything that didn't fit or he didn't want anymore. So he's been saying for a couple of years, oh, I'll do that in the fall or I'll do that in the spring. Well, guess what? We got it done on Saturday, and I'm very happy with the outcome because he struggles with letting go of things. So it was very, very good for him, good for me, and we enjoyed ourselves. We enjoyed it. So now is his last day, and today we, I was kind of working on Martinis and Martinis stuff all day. He called a couple family members that he hadn't talked to in a while, and now, I buy a frozen pizza every week for us to have after I get done here, and he's decided that he is going to take dinner upon himself, and he is ordering pizza. So I'm fine with that because I would much prefer pizza and wings over a frozen pizza any day. So there you go. All right, so it's April 20th, 2020. Yes, there you go. And I have a fun night, and I'm excited about this because this is like something I am truly proud of and I really enjoy, and this is something that I've done several times in my home. So I feel like I can like truly like share how to do this. All right, so, but first, foremost, let me take a sip here. Big sip. Hey, we are first going to try the upside down cake martini. Now, one of my favorite martinis was from the very, very first Facebook Live, the pineapple upside down cake. Well, this one is just the upside down cake. It's got pineapple juice in it, but it's just an upside down cake. So I don't know if there's like a difference or whatever, but we're gonna try it out. So I think I put this, yeah. Okay, so I am actually gonna double this recipe because typically when I do these recipes, it does not fill up my glass. So I'm going to double it this time. So upside down cake martini, 2 parts cake vodka, 1, ooh, excuse me, I'm gonna burp here in a second. It's gonna be like so not ladylike. 2 parts cake vodka, 1 part OJ, 1 part pineapple juice, and we're gonna top it with club soda. So I'm gonna double it though, just to let you know. I've already got my 2 parts of OJ. I'm gonna do my 2 parts of pineapple juice here in a minute. So last week I got super frustrated because Facebook kept glitching. I mean, I've done everything in my power that I can think of to do to not let that happen. And it still happened. And it was super frustrating. So guess what? If it happens tonight, I mean, all I can do is say I'm going to restart it and I'll give it a couple tries. And then if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work and we'll just call it a night. So, it is what it is. I mean, I don't know what has changed in the land of Facebook land, but I've done all I can do. There you go. Okay, so I've done my, because like I said, I'm doubling this. I've done 4 parts cake vodka, 2 parts OJ, 2 parts pineapple juice. I'm going to shake this up. Move on to the side first. And then we're going to pour, and we're going to pour it almost to the top, and there's still a little bit left in there. And then we're going to take that club soda, which we, when I go to get groceries, I want to get all of my groceries at Winco. Unfortunately, Winco is just a grocery store, so if we need anything else, it's kind of hard to get what we need. So usually it ends up in 2 trips. But I was like, okay, I'll pick up the club soda at Winco. How come it took us like 20 minutes to find club soda at Winco? And it's all because they put their wine and mixes for their drink on the opposite side of the store. But on the other side of the store is where like all of their sodas and like the beer and all that stuff is. Very weird. Anyway. It took us like 20 minutes to find club soda. I thought I had some, I didn't. Anyway, okay, here we go. That is good, and it tastes very similar to pineapple upside down cake one. Okay, tonight, y'all, seriously, have you ever like moved into a home, or in your home you have a great big blank wall and you have an idea of what you want to put there? You go through all the stores, you can't find what you want. You have an idea and you're just like, oh, if I could just find this. And the thing is, when you go through stores, everything is so stupid expensive. It's just stupid expensive. There was a store in near where we lived in Alabama, Old Time Pottery, that it had the absolute best. I mean, you could find any kind of home decor you wanted there. I mean, seriously, it was awesome. And it was for like really inexpensive prices. We don't have anything like that here. Seriously, we have Pier 1, Walmart, Target, some thrift stores. Other than that, there are no like home decor stores. So when we moved here, it was very, I mean, especially in this house, it was difficult for me, we've got a couple of great big walls that I was just like, something needs to go on that wall. I cannot handle that much blank space. And I'm cheap. That's what it comes down to. I'm cheap. And I know that I'm crafty, so if I know an idea of what I want, I'm going to do it myself. And I say that, and you do not have to be a crafter. You don't have to know how to sew. You don't have to be a whiz at, you know, any of that. It's so simple. And seriously, you probably already have the things at your home to do it with. Okay? So, you have your space, you know what you want, you can't find it in the stores, you don't want to put the money towards it, so it's super inexpensive to customize it and personalize it yourself. And it's really hard for me to kind of go through this because it was hard to organize this because it is that, simple. But one of the most simple things you can do, you can go to the Dollar Tree, good old Dollar Tree. Get some, whatever color frames you want. They don't even have to be the color frames you want. If you find a frame design that you like, hit up Walmart and buy you a $1 can of spray paint after and spray paint. Let's say you want a collage of red and blue frames on your wall. You can buy a $1 can of red, blue spray paint and paint those frames. Anyway, all I did here was a couple of frames. You can easily create some kind of like wall gallery. Through your home, you could do a bunch of just one shape, all different, you know, turn different ways, you can do different sizes or whatever. But on the inside, instead of putting a picture, all I did was various pieces of scrapbook paper, cut them down to size. You don't even have to cut them perfect. Only thing that you have to do is, seriously, all I did was take out the the glass that's in it, put it down onto the paper where I wanted it, and I traced it on the back, cut it out, and guess what? Threw it inside the frame, and there you go. And that's what's nice about it, is because you don't have to be perfect, but when you start piecing it all together, guess what? It looks perfect. But you can easily do a collage. You could do, like I said, you could do it all one size. You could do like this, that, you know, right next to each other. You can do a series of these. I mean, there is an assortment of frames that you can get. And you can easily go into Hobby Lobby. Well, of course, not right now. But if you do have an assortment of papers, any kind of patterns, whatever. Just, that's it. Seriously, quick, simple, no time, no sewing, no gluing, none of that. And when I say no paper, seriously, no sewing, seriously, whatever paper you have on hand. This is a roll of wrapping paper from Dollar Tree. It's kind of a pretty pattern, super simple, basic, from the Dollar Tree. Contact paper. This is actually, this one's from Walmart, and this was like $6 a roll of like marble looking paper. But there's tons and tons and tons of patterns, especially at the Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree's got a whole lot more than Walmart. But you can get tons and tons of contact paper. You don't even have to glue or anything. You just peel off the back and stick it onto whatever. So you could easily stick it onto your frame there and stick it inside the frame and you're done. And what's nice about that is it's not permanent. Contact paper peels off later. You could even take whatever color craft paper you want. You can get white, you can get brown, you can get rolls of it. Rolls like this right here. In the painting section is a whole lot. If you buy it in the arts and crafts section, it's going to be like $3 or $4 a roll. But if you go over to like where the painting supplies are, this right here is meant to go underneath, like to catch, like drop cloths kind of thing, to catch any kind of paint that falls. This right here is just like $1, $2 a roll. Super quick. Anyway, so what I say with this though is you could easily take some stamps, you could easily take some kind of pattern, whatever, and create your own pattern, art, whatever, and then stick it in a frame, however you wish. Seriously, it's that simple. But let's see. here. My favorite tools to use are cake boards, and I've mentioned this in the past. And like I said, it was very hard to organize this. Cake boards. Now, if you're not familiar with cake boards, they are boards that bakers use to set cakes on. A lot of times they are put between, you have the tiers, so you'll have a cake layer sitting here, and then they will have the cake, and then they'll have a couple of, I don't want to say props, but cute little like accessories of some kind, then they have another cake board on. Anyways, cake boards. And they have them in all shapes, all sizes, and they're usually just like corrugated cardboard. Quick, simple, I mean, yes, it is that simple. This right here, all I did was take scrapbook paper, seriously. If you are a crafter, you probably have a crap load of scrapbook paper. I find it very hard to get rid of scrapbook paper because it's just like, I may need it. Anyways though, all I did here was, seriously, this is a cake board right here. This one specifically though is, hey Patrice, my author friend, her first book. Yep. With this one specifically though, just to show you guys, all I did was took some tape, masking tape, and just tape it to you so you guys could see it. But if you wanted something a little bit more permanent, all you would have to do was, where is my glue stick? Glue stick right here. All you're gonna do, and seriously, if you want art from your home, this is one of the easiest ways to make it happen without spending more than like $5 probably. Okay, so a cake board, you don't even have to, it doesn't even matter which side you use. Whatever pattern of scrapbook paper you have, and seriously, depending on wherever your home theme is, you can find some scrapbook paper at either Michael's, Hobby Lobby, or Joann's to go with your theme. Seriously, your color scheme, whatever. You can find some kind of color, pattern, texture, whatever. Seriously. So it's just a matter of, just kind of opening up your mind a little bit and being, willing to change it up. So all I've done was I just glued it to it. And then all I'm going to do now is watch this. Scissors. Now these are some like heavy duty scissors. And I'm not even going to be like super precise with these. I'm going to cut out. I mean, if you need quick wall art, this is so simple. Trash, boom, just like that. So now that we have that, you can easily, if you wanted to, you could do, a set of objects. You do one here, another pattern here, and then, whatever design you want. Yep. Or you could do some kind of assortment of, you could do like this. And then easily, well, no, that proportion's not quite right. Anyway, you could easily, do something like that. Or, yeah. Anyway, y'all get the idea. All you have to do remember is kind of get an idea of the color scheme, the pattern that you kind of do, the space that you're working with, and then before you go to cutting anything out, all you have to do is go and lay everything out first. Lay it in whatever mental image you have in your mind, lay it out on the floor and look at it. See, like if you're sitting here looking at it and you look at that and go, ooh, that is not okay, you already know that when it's on the wall, it's still not going to look okay. But if you put it over there and you're like, ooh, okay, that's going to work, you have a little bit more of an idea of what you're working with. Anyway, seriously, super quick, simple. Now, how are you going to get these on the wall? Y'all, seriously, don't make it deeper than it is. All you're going to do is grab yourself some little picture hooks. That's it. What's nice about these is they are so lightweight. So lightweight that you can get little tiny picture hooks. Well, not tiny. Usually the ones I try to get are like 1.5 to 2 inches long, probably about 2 inches long. And I glue them to the back, ooh, I meant to grab the one that I have on my wall over there. I may run over there in a minute and grab it. And just glue, and I would hot glue the ones at the back. That was just because hot glue is a little bit more stable than, or more durable than glue stick. Yeah, craft glue stick, Elmer's glue, whatever. All right, so anyway, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna take yourself a picture hanging hook thingy in the back, and then when it comes time to hang them, put yourself a little hook in the wall, and then you're just gonna hang it in the design. Quick, simple, can't get easier than that. And hopefully y'all get the idea there. Anyways, cake boards. And what's nice about this is, ooh, look at the reflection. You can buy a box or a set of cake boards at Walmart. You can go Hobby Lobby, you can get them at Michael's, you can get Joanne, but you can get like a 4 or 5 pack of cake boards at Walmart for like $4. Seriously, $4. Anyway, next up, when it comes to making whatever it is you want to make for your wall, you got so many, like I said, we said frames, we said cake boards. You can use cardboard. I mean, this is a cake board right here. This is a cake board. Seriously, for you to make a cake and put a cake on, guess what? It's just cardboard. See? Corrugated cardboard. Anyway, but it's pretty, it's white, but it doesn't matter because you hang it on your wall. Anyway, it's right here. Foam board, piece of white or black foam board. Doesn't matter. Again, it's not picky. You can use canvases, frames, mat board. What's nice about mat board, which if you're going to use mat board, you're going to go to Hobby Lobby to get it, is if you are working with a larger wall and you have a larger wall art gallery that you want to make, you can get large pieces of mat board there and have them cut to whatever sizes you need. So that's what's nice about using mat board. When it comes to canvases, and canvases tend to be more expensive. So, but if you're working with smaller pieces, they can be inexpensive. So, depending on your space, it's more cost effective to use other ideas or use other options. But canvas, cardboard, foam board, if you have a cardboard box that you ordered something from Amazon and it's come in and you got a cardboard box coming in and it's got this massive side that you can easily cut down and measure to what you want, guess what? Use it. Super simple. Anyway, as for your patterns and stuff, they make felt in all sorts of patterns and colors, everything you could possibly want. Fabric, felt, scrapbook paper, contact paper, wrapping paper. You are bound to find what you need. Okay, real quick, because I'm already talking too much. Okay, real quick. What's nice about what I've got going on here is, if you go to Walmart, and seriously, if you're looking for just, a simple, quick, you're not looking for a ginormous space filled, Walmart sells quarter yard. I don't even know. I don't sew. So a quarter yard squares or whatever, but they're this big. That's it. They're this big. And if you go back into their crafts, into their fabric area, they've got them sorted by color. And so you can easily, seriously, these right here were kind of grouped together. Just like that. So it's super easy, and they're about $1 per quarter fabric for quarter yard. They do, if you go and you look down the aisles or whatever, you can find, got half yards and a full yard that are more expensive. But you can buy a quarter yard for $1, seriously. And I will also tell you, most places, most Walmarts that have their fabric cutting station, they have a great big bin right next to the table where they cut fabric. And if you look inside that bin, guess what? There's all the remnants left over from, hey Pam! There's all the remnants left over from, they sit there and they cut all the fabric off of a roll and there's only like a little bit left. They can't put it back on the roll. So what they do is they take it off, they bind it up, and they go ahead and press it as is. and they throw it inside of this basically scrap bin. You can find tons of patterns, fabrics, textures, all that kind of stuff thrown into this bin at a significant cheaper price than buying like a quarter yard or whatever. So always do that. Always look inside that scrap fabric bin. I know a lot of times I go with an idea of what I want to do, and I see a different pattern or something, and I'm like, ooh, wait, no, I'm gonna go with this. So anyway, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you what, and in a minute, if I decide to, I may run to the opposite side or over here to my living rooms to show you what I'm talking about. All right, so these are from Walmart. These are dollar fabrics. Boom. This is a piece of foam board right here. This is a piece of cake board right here. And then I have a canvas right here. And I'm gonna create a quick, I'm gonna show you what I've done in my room. So this right here is the, and I know I got like 4 minutes until like my time or whatever. But I'll keep on going because that's what I do. This is my thing. All right, so this is one of the quarter yards of fabric at Walmart. What I'm gonna do is take my, whatever I'm using, like I said, whatever you use, I'm gonna stick it up here about, I like to do about 1.5 inches, 2 inches of extra fabric all the way around the sides. You don't need all that. Like I said, scrap fabric, whatever you got on hand. I got my hot glue gun going over here, so if I start cursing in a minute, that's what it is. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take, I have laid my fabric out, and you, please, 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 before you do this, this was the whole point of the picture I posted earlier today, iron the fabric first. Because it's going to have wrinkles, and once you put the fabric onto whatever you're gluing it to, you're more than likely not going to be able to iron the wrinkles out after. So do that first. Iron out your wrinkles first. So I did that yesterday. So I got this canvas, and all I'm going to do, seriously here, y'all watch this, I'm going to throw a crap ton. There's no precise measurements here. Crap ton is my precise measurement. I put a whole bunch of hot glue there, and then I'm just going to fold my fabric. And you want to fold it over as tight as possible and push it down. Crap ton is a formal unit of measurement. Just FYI. Alright, so like I said, you're only going to need about 1.5 inches, 2 inches beyond whatever piece you're working with. So what I'm going to do once I have that down is I'm going to take my scissors, and I'm just going to cut off all the excess I know for a fact I'm not going to need. Y'all, seriously, I am not Martha Stewart. What y'all see here is what you get. Nothing fancy here. So you're going to just make sure it's pulled really, 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 really tight. Now, I do want you to be mindful of, if you are, well, depending on the kind of fabric you're using, if it's a dark, like if I were using, yeah, Patrice, I know, Downy wrinkle release. Anyway, if it is a, like the foam board, where'd it go? Like underneath here is black foam board. If I had used black underneath this, it would look far different. So just be mindful of, the colors that you're putting in everything. Yeah, Patrice, Downy wrinkle release. I mean, I had a bottle of that in college. It lasted me like all 5 years of college, and I would spray the mess all the way over, and then I would lay clothes on top of it to flatten it out even more. Yep, there we go. Anyway, here we go. Yep. Domestic goddess. Anyway, so you're going to just make sure that it's really good, really tight. And I know, it's 6 o'clock, y'all. I told y'all I talk too much. This is the problem with this. And I've been informed several times that my glue gun is heavy duty. But you're just going to make sure it's really, really tight. I could like go into like some like seductress thing. You make sure it's really, really tight. It's snug, it's firm, it's taut, whatevers. Anyways, you're gonna make sure this all really tight is stuck or whatever. What was nice about doing glue guns is that it takes no time. Okay, so what you're gonna do is there is no rhyme or reason to how you do the do it. Just make sure that each side you have pulled as tight as possible. There it is to my fingers. Yep. I mean, seriously, we're almost done. And then I'm going to show you how I piece this together. And we got one more side here. And there, I mean, like I said, all you have to do is you make sure that your sides are, everything is just pulled really tight. That way so you don't have any extra hanging. It's like wrapping a present almost. I'm not the best at wrapping presents, but all you want to do is make sure that when you look at the top of it, guess what? It looks good. So underneath, it doesn't matter how it looks. It doesn't. Because nobody's going to see this side right here. It doesn't. No one's going to see this. If they see this, that means they're snooping, and they don't need to be in your house in the first place, because any true friend is not going to be snooping like that. Yep. All right, so now if you want, you could take your scissors and go around and cut off the excess, but you don't need to. So what you're going to do now is, we got 3 pieces. I am going to take, I'm going to add another stick here. I'm going to take my, because basically that's all it is a tiered. So I've already done my 2 bigger pieces yesterday. Like I said, there's no rhyme or reason. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm going to I'm going to do my best at centering it. Right about here. Yep. Right about there. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just enough so it looks all straight and pretty on the outside. And then center right there. Right about here, like that. And then what you're going to do is, when, like I said, you want to lay it all out beforehand. So, like with my wall, that if you keep an eye out tomorrow on Instagram, I'm going to post a picture of the wall that I have downstairs. But I did 6 of the big, 6 of the medium, and 6 of the small, and I did 6 different patterns. So basically, each big one got one pattern, each middle one was covered in one, and each small one was covered in one. So each one had to be different. So it was super easy for me to just kind of lay everything out, and I got to, you know, kind of move the boards around the way that I wanted. So now, until, you know, I figured out the design that I wanted. So there you go, just like that. So once I'm done there, all I got to do is add a picture hook of some kind right there, and then stick it up on the wall, and then do the same thing with whatever surrounding ones I want. You can't get easier. It's that simple. And no sewing. A little bit of, you know, glue, fabric, put paper, put it on here. It's simple, easy. And so you can't tell me you can't do it yourself. Yeah, there you go. Alright, that's my version of backdrop. Yeah. Alright, so because I've already gone far too long. Next Monday night is super important to me, y'all. Next Monday night is Martinis with Vanda's anniversary. It's the 3rd one, I think. Yes, 3rd anniversary, going into 3 years of doing this, maybe 4, I don't even know anymore. It just all starts to run together. So we're gonna start the night off with vanilla coconut martinis. But then what I like to use these nights for is my time to answer your questions. I like to give you random facts, fun facts about me. I like to share any updates or thoughts on my ideas on how or what I plan to do with the next however long of Martinis with Amanda. I like to give you any new ideas, but it's your time. I really want you guys to give me your ideas. I want you to tell me what you want to see. I'll take any advice, suggestions, all that good stuff. So next Monday night is Martinis with Amanda celebration. Woo! Quarantine edition, since I'm not going out and shopping. Anyway, anyways, Martinis with Amanda anniversary next Monday night. Vanilla coconut martinis. Sure hope you'll join me. Pinterest, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Please go like them, love them, give me your ideas. Make sure you have set your notifications to hear that I am live, get notified when I go live. So until then, if you have any questions about anything I talked about tonight, let me know. And I love y'all dearly. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see y'all next Monday. And yay, Facebook didn't cut me off. Love y'all. Bye.